Careful. Ah, good. Welcome to part 2. Now that the pagan sanctuary has been thoroughly plundered, let's have a look at what the rest of the docks has to offer. The guard's looking this direction, and he isn't moving. This may be a problem. Oh, what's this? This must be that sewer entrance I saw on the map. I wonder if I can use this to bypass any place. Unfortunately, the answer is no. I can only use it to enter the sunken citadel. Kershak, I believe the Quotoa called it. But that was a dud for getting over there past the guard. Why he isn't moving?
Something just moved.
He might be stuck. Assuming I can get him to investigate, maybe.
Half a minute?
Oh, good. There he goes.
Well, nothing. That's a relief.
I'm thinking I might just take the quick way if he doesn't pass me fast enough. But he did.
What's that?
And here is the thief shop.
The store here in the docks is a great place to shop for interesting items. I should stop in.
Greetings, and thank you for shopping at The Undercurrent. Sam Swarthy, proprietor, at your service. I've been working on a motto, but it ain't done yet, so just get shopping.
Fine by me. Now what are these? Expensive, but it's worth it. Looks like he also carries fire arrows.
Hope you washed your hands, and cover your mouth if you cough. There's a quarantine, you know, and I ain't buying that zombie ship explanation. It's the plague, mark my words.
He also had a practice lock, which I just purchased. But now that I've got this final upgrade, let's have a look at what I've got just this last day. There's the cornerstone ability, the hammer broadheads, keeper glyph, the climbing gloves. You've already seen the eye and the lockpicks. I'll show it off a bit. There's some extra stuff you can do in the other areas, but
that sure is a fine looking
not just
plant.
yet, I think.
Sure would spruce up my place a bit. Too bad I can't bring it home.
Wouldn't want it in my place. Only reason it's here is because they think it could be dangerous.
Dangerous? You mean poisonous or all prickly or something?
No. Don't you ever listen to the captain? The pagans were pretty upset when we got to it before them. They were gonna plant it someplace special or something. I figure it's got some pagan witchery attached to it.
Oh, I see. Or I don't. It don't make sense. Why'd we take their plant away, even if it is a bit witchy? They got all kinds of herby plants, and I don't see us holding them under lock and key.
Because the Hammerites tipped off the captain. Said the pagans were gonna use it for no good or something. This here's some kind of extra rare type of greenery. Anyway, them hammers is so scared of it, they wanted to burn it up in one of their furnaces. Would have too, except the captain wanted to get to the bottom of things, so locked it up here instead.
Don't that mean that both the pagans and the hammers will be angry with the Cappy? At us? Maybe even, try and break in and get it?
Didn't think of it that way, but yeah, I guess you're right. Watch your back, eh, Freddy?
Yeah, you too. You too.
So the thing about that plant there is that both the Hammerites and the pagans would like it if I did something with it. The Hammerites are easier to please than the pagans. I'll explain why later. So I'll be doing this the pagan way.
Sure are a lot of them.
What?
Zombies.
Yeah, they came from that ship, poor bastards. The Abysmal Gale.
And call me crazy, but ain't they a bit more riled up than normal?
They're just a bit on the testy side, you know? Grumpy 'cause they're wet.
Idiot. Wet or dry, zombies don't care.
Oh, like you're an expert. Anyway, don't worry. If one of them gets ya, I'll be happy to cut your leg off. Or whatever it is you're supposed to do.
You taffer. You only cut off my leg if that's where one of them gets me. See? Otherwise, there's no point.
Alright, don't get so mad. I'm just saying I'd help you out in a pinch. That's all.
Well, it makes me mad that I got to explain these things all the time.
What we've got past the Abysmal Gale there is the tavern. Now, the Abysmal Gale is not actually one of the missions, but it's the method of finding out where one of the missions is. Ah, rest mine.
I guess it was the wind I
Well, they still can't climb ladders, so... Even better, neither one has bows. So they're pretty much stuck down there. Meanwhile, I've got another way
Getting
out.
scared yet?
Damn it.
Don't look at me like that.
I'll take a look if you really think you saw something.
Hey, where'd you disappear to?
And now I'm in the tavern. Looks pretty run down. Oh. Hey there.
It's right behind me.
Why are you freaking out?
Oh, maybe this way.
Must have got away. It's not my fault.
I always forget whether I'm allowed to actually be here or not. So, whether or not I can let the other tavern patrons spot me. Here's something. I was talking about the Abysmal Gale. Like I was saying, the Abysmal Gale is the area we have to look through to find the actual location of the next mission. But we're doing enough exploring already just looking around the docks here.
Oh no, I've been robbed. But how?
So we're going to take the other option, the sunken citadel, instead.
Said there were some work down the docks or something. See, they only hire experienced fellas. But how do you get experience unless they hire you in the first place?
Looks like you have a job. What are you complaining about?
Evening.
Oh, I guess I am allowed to be here.
A noise? Nothing there after all.
I gotta be real careful here. I don't know which way's... Oh,
Oh boy!
Time
Someone
to finish
hiding
this.
over there! Ouch! My eyes!
oh well. Not like I don't have plenty more where that came from. So that fire back there in the tavern.
Thought I heard something.
Oh, that's right. I just remembered where the last trust mite is on this area. A little lower.
All right, who's there?
So I believe you can throw the sapling into the tavern fire. That'll please the Hammerites. But as I said, I don't really care to please the Hammerites. So instead, I'm going to sneak back into the pagan sanctuary and just sort of drop it off.
Oh, what's with the hood?
No one up here, that's good. But the option is going to come up soon to use my climbing gloves for the first time. It's just around the corner from here. Are you moving or not? Okay, finally.
Hey, you! Back off!
Ah, stuff it. And here's how climbing works. Fairly simple. You just jump into a brick wall or stone. You climb around obstacles and then just drop yourself off. Someone must have seen the Cetus Amicus. Nothing else up here. So, I'll just climb on back down. I suppose I could have jumped, but it's a little late to think about that.
So, what do you have for me?
Luckily, it looks like those additional pagan guards are gone now. Let's see if I can climb back up the way I came. What? Oh. Yeah, that's a big problem with the climbing gloves. You cannot go around corners at all. And while some of those big wooden beams are completely invisible when you climb across them, some are
City heads. Looksy at their bad buildings. Where bees the trees?
completely uncrossable. So the sapling goes into a fairly obvious location. Just that glowing area right there in the center. And now we've got the notice about it. Let's just have a look at how our faction status is doing. We are now allied with the Hammers and neutral with the Pagans. Mostly, I wager, it was all those rust mites I killed on the way over. But on the plus side, it means I don't have to be quite so careful around the pagan sanctuary anymore. Now, as I was discussing earlier, the abysmal gale will require some more exploration on my part.
Nothing happens on my beat for a month. Then 3 in a week.
Hope the city watch don't pester me tonight. I'm just minding my own business. Taking in the sights. That's what. Last night.
Evening.
I could steal what that one guy's got. But honestly, I don't need it. Instead, I'm going to head straight for the sewers and make that mission number 4. Just a quick hike through the sewers. And I will see you in the next mission.